Hello, my name is Iona Hart. I'm a collections assistant here at Beningbrough Hall, and I'm going to show you what we do to look after the house and the collection. Every year, we deep clean every room and object in the house. The ground floor is the focus over the winter period during the closed days, which allows us to reach the more difficult areas and nooks without too much disruption for visitors. We begin with the fabric of the room. The ceiling, the walls, the cornicing, the panelling, the skirting boards, the doors, the shutters and windows and the fireplaces. And then we move on to the collection objects within the room. Working from the high areas down to the low areas, we inspect each space, record our observations and dry dust the surfaces. We take our time to remove the cobwebs, debris and crucially the dust from all surfaces as best we can. Our staff are trained on using scaffolding and ladders to access those hard to reach areas. We use brushes and conservation vacuums to dust the mouldings and the decorative carvings. We have specific brushes and vacuum attachments for the fireplaces and windows as well. And then we dust mop and vacuum the floors and carpets before waxing and polishing the wooden floorboards. Finally, we brass the metal door furniture. After the room clean, we then move on to working with the room contents. This piece is a travelling vanity case made for Lady Chesterfield, the last owner of Beningbrough Hall, who lived here from 1917 to 1957. This box consists of 3 small glass bottles with silver lids, which contain perfume and smelling salts, a silver-backed bristle brush, and a Japanese ivory card case. The 2 bottles and the brush have Enid engraved on the silver, and the other bottle has Enid and a coronet engraved on the silver. It's been dated to about 1930 and was produced in Paris. The box is made from bird's eye maple wood with a ceramic detail along the front. After setting up the workspace, we begin the process of condition checking the object to observe any changes in deterioration recorded in previous years. We are looking for any change in historic damage, any new deterioration, or any pest activity, which we record on paper documentation and then in a digital database that we use to monitor all cleaning and checks that we carry out. We place the items on protective materials like felt or acid-free tissue paper, handling them with care and wearing gloves depending on its fragility. We then clean the object. Not every object gets cleaned every year or at all by the collections team. It depends on the material and the object's fragility and its proximity to the visitor route. Every object does, however, get condition checked each year. To clean the objects, we use brushes and conservation museum vacuums, which allow us to change the suction level so we don't hoover up any historic fabric. The process is very methodical and very thorough, and every part of the item gets cleaned, including any separate sections. Depending on the fragility of the object, we use brushes made from different natural hair, including hog, goat, pony, badger, and even sometimes squirrel. All work is recorded on the paperwork for both the room and the object, so we can keep track of progress. We then put everything back together in the room to be enjoyed for another year.